Okay then. Hey everyone, Zarsla here. In today's plugin tutorial, we're going to be going over this plugin right here, Params currency. A very simple plugin. This is a plugin that I'm trying to think of a good word, I requested through the paid plugins, and as you can see, produced by me and developed by McCafflin. I'm so very thankful that McCafflin really did make this. It's more or less a dream come true. So basically, let's go over what this does. First of all, before we get into this plugin right here, you're going to need two plugins: the Shop Menu Core and the More Currencies plugin for the Params currency plugin to work. Basically, from here all the way to here, it's just your different parameter types, and you have two different plugin parameters. You have the currency name for that specific parameter, and then its icon. Very simply, the currency name is the physical, like, written out version of the name, and the currency icon is an icon. And let me just show you something real quick. As you can see, just grab an icon, stick it in here. Now the way this works is if you just have the name put in, like right here, it's going to show the name in the plugin when it shows the currency. So for example, when it tells you it costs 20 max HP, you can have it say max HP, or you can have it say this icon right here. And that's really it. All you have to keep in mind is that this right here, the currency name, is only going to show when you just have this, when you just have, or you don't have the currency icon. Or what you can have is you can have not the currency name and then just have the currency icon, and it will definitely show. Or you can have it, or you can have both, to which then the icon will show. The icon has priority over the name, so it's always going to show the icon if both the icon and the name is filled out, or one or the other. Next, you have party name, which is basically just the name of the party. So for example, when you have, there's a setting where you can have the price be taken out from any of the party members, from the entire party. So for example, let me show you. Right here, you can have it where it costs for each member in the party takes 200 HP. 200 HP damage. So for example, if the party members had 500 HP, then they'll have 300 HP when they buy this item, whatever it is. And that's basically it. And when that happens, you need to show that it's the party and the party's name. So you can have this right here, which is a JavaScript valve, and it's just going to read whatever is here, and it's just going to spew it back to you. So in this case, it's going to say whatever I have set up for the party name in settings, then apostrophe S. And then we get to party dispersal. Basically, I'm going to show you what this looks like, but what happens is in game is you have really two main basic options, but I like to break it down to four. You have it when you say no, which is where, let's say, for my example before, where the party takes 200 HP damage. If you say no, each single party member is going to take 200 HP damage. If you say yes, round up or round down, what's going to happen is that's going to be divided amongst the people who are in the party, and that's going to change depending on who's in the party. So for example, if you have 200 HP divided by 3 people, that's 66 2/3, and it's either going to round up or it's going to round down. You can say yes, and it's going to just round it up, example, you can say yes, and it's automatically going to round it up because 6 2/3 rounds up to 67. Or you can force it to round up every single time, to which then it will always be 67. Or you can tell it to round down, to which then it will be 66. But that can change. So for example, if you do like 200 divided by 12, if you do 200 divided by 18, I don't know why you'd have 80 prime members, but let's just go with it. You're going to get 11.1 repeating. And if you tell party dispersal, this overall default parameter, yes, it's going to just generally round it. So 11.1 is going to round down to 11. If you tell it to round up, it's going to round up to 12. And then if you tell it to round down, that's going to round down to 11. Of course. And that's what it does. That's what yes, round up and round down do. And those are the basic plugin parameters. Besides that, you have these right here. So the very first type is your buy and sell, and basically the way it works is you're either going to put actor X or party, and then you're going to put the parameter you want, and then you're going to put the word buy for buy and sell for sell, and then you're going to put the number here. You can determine for each and every single item if you don't want to, if you're used, you can determine for each and every item that has a party parameter whether or not you want it to follow the default party dispersal system, and you can set it up very simply by just copying this, and then let's say hold on a sec. Let's say we want this to not be dispersed between the party members. We can just put party dispersal and then no, and this isn't going to divide up. And while I'm thinking about it, let me just put this on the magic water. So this will always be 50 no matter who it is, and it's always going to make every single person in the party lose 50. Two more quick things before we go and I show you what this quickly looks like. Well, 3 actually. Okay, so let me go right here. So right here, these are the listed supported parameters: HP, MP, TP, max HP, max MP, attack, defense, magic defense, agility, luck, experience, and levels in JP. But this JP refers to the job points, and you're going to have that installed if you're going to want to be able to use that. But if you're also using Params as currency, you see this name right here where it says MMP. Well, as you notice, I'm saying lore. And if we go back to my plugin parameters, that is the currency name for JP. And because it is the currency name of the JP, when you sit there and you want to call the parameters dealing with JP, you can use the currency name instead of typing JP if it's different than JP. Just a quick little sort of tidbit to let you guys know that. And that's really it. The only other thing I want to show you is if you go to terms. As you guys can see, if you're using the JavaScript of Valve, this right here where it says party name is the name it's going to show. I'm just going to have it show the group. I'm going to have it show the group, and you'll see the group for the party. And we're just going to press play, and I'm going to show you guys how this looks. Now, I'm using Hemirig's party manager. Let me show you. I'm using Hemirig's party manager right here to switch out and remove and add party members, because Yanfi's party members doesn't remove them from the party. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so we have 12 people. We have 4 people, sorry. And if we go here, as you can see, a potion costs 12 of the group's lore, but you see the magic water costs 50. And we're just gonna leave that really quick. we're gonna just go over this. Hold on. Let's just go and touch this a couple times. So as you can see, they cost 12 with the group's lore. And I'm just going to just press enter once. So you see 12. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to change the party members. And we're just going to remove Harold and Therese. So now we only have 2 people. And remember it's 50, so the price should now be 25. So as you can see, the potion is now 25. And let's just remove one more time. And now, as you can see, it is sorry, it is 50. And one really cool interesting thing is, as you can see, we only have 1 character left in the party. So look what it says, Lucius's lore. So we know exactly who's, you know, buying and selling. Let's just go to change party members. So let's invite everyone back. Well, not everyone, 3 people back. And if we click, as you can see, we have different JP levels. And if we go here, it should be, okay, it costs 17. And as you can see, it's a group's lore. And really quick, this number right here at the bottom is the lowest person's group, is the lowest person's in the party lore, or whatever this happens to be. So if this was HP or MP, so if everyone had different parameter amounts, the person with the lowest would always be here. So in this case, you're seeing Lucius's lore. See, not Harold or Therese's. And that's really it. So, yeah, that's it. I'm trying to think of the one thing I'm forgetting to tell you guys. There is something I'm forgetting to tell you guys. You know what? I'll remember it. So until then, have a great day, and bye.